So I'm here in Lagos with GTB Fashion Weekend for the first time, and I'm having just a blast. Showing my collection today. It's a collection that I just showed at New York Fashion Week, and we did a presentation that was this super kind of dynamic kind of presentation where the models were dancing the whole time, and it was giving like this really great movement, and it was very not traditional at all. And I've expanded that collection for this fashion week to expand it and add in a lot of new pieces that's never been seen before. And the collection is really a epitome of my brand, because the collection is about my personal identity, and I think it's just so important for designers to really address where they're from, their culture, their heritage, and everything that is what makes themselves unique, and really incorporate it into the clothes, because it's what makes us who we are, and it's what makes us unique. The collection came to be because I was raised in the US most of my life, and I grew up in the Midwest US where I was a Korean immigrant, and I felt so different and foreign most of my life. So I've just rejected the fact that I was Korean. So I refused to speak Korean. Like, I had changed my name to like an American name. Like, it was crazy. I just didn't want to be Korean. So I just really did not want to be Korean. So I just really rejected it most of my life. I moved to New York, and then I lived in Paris, and then I lived in Milan, and now I'm here in Lagos, and I've been traveling the world, and I've seen so many beautiful cultures in this world, and I just realized very recently, like, if I really love all these cultures and all of these different people in the world, I should probably love my own culture and heritage too. So this collection is really about me taking back control of my identity and being super proud of it, and really showcasing in the clothes and making my culture cool again, because to me it was never cool to me before, but now I know that it's like the most special thing about me, and I just really want to emphasize that in my clothes, and I think everyone should do the same, and that's why my brand is really about my heritage and really just embracing who you are. I think sustainability is the future. We're making so many clothes, and we're making fashion and clothing so disposable that doesn't mean anything anymore, because of fast fashion and all of these brands that are making so much clothing, and trends are coming and going, and it makes us treat clothing like it's nothing, and it shouldn't be that way at all. It takes a lot to make one garment. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of resources, and a lot of sewers in whatever country it's made. It's hard work to make it. I know, because I sew every single one of my garments, and it's hard to make these, and it should be something special, and it should still be magical and this great thing. And I think using this issue of sustainability, it kind of elevates it more, and also it's just so important to care about our environment and our world, because it's so beautiful, and I love it, and I don't want to, be ruining our world, basically. Yeah. And I think I'm a designer, and I think everything I put out into the world, I should take responsibility for it, and I think that's why it's so important. Like, you're a creator. Like, if you create something, it should mean something, and it should have a positive impact, basically. Amazing. I love Lagos so much.
What do you love about it?
I love the energy here. I love everyone's so happy here, and I see so much color on the streets. Like, people wear color here.
Oh, yeah.
I go back to New York, me too, but like everyone's in black, everyone wants to just cool, but like here, everyone's super colorful, and they're daring, and I see outside at the GTB Fashion Weekend, everyone's dressed so daring and amazing, and I think that's what makes fashion so beautiful and amazing, and that's what I really love about it. So the Excessivism collection was the very first collection I did, and that was my thesis collection from when I was studying at Parsons. So at Parsons, I did my thesis collection, and that gained a lot of attention, and that's what kind of propelled me towards creating my own brand, and that collection is really about sustainability and how people have so many pieces of clothing in their closets, but we don't wear all of it. We just kind of hoard things in our closet and make fashion seem less meaningful than it really is. And I really wanted to use that first collection to kind of bring attention to this fact, and with bold colors and the graphic lines and making really visually impactful clothing, I wanted to really bring attention to this. So this year what I'm showing is the collection, the mini collection that I showed at New York Fashion Week, but that was only 6 looks, and then I expanded it for the GTB Fashion Weekend. And that collection is about my heritage and my Korean identity and really embracing it again. And the reason that I started to embrace my heritage again was because of all the different places I've been to and all the travels that I've been doing. So that's why you see a lot of travel references throughout the collection, like the baggage claim tags and all of this memorabilia that I've collected throughout my travels, and it's all referenced throughout the collection. But while keeping the visually, the stripe binding that's everywhere, that's kind of my signature, so that's still in play, but I'm doing a little bit of I'm mixing it up. I'm trying to do something more too.
What's it called?
It's called Xenomania. Obsessed with different cultures and loving everyone and loving everything that's like different from you. So that's really the essence of my collection. Yeah, so LifeWater and the CFDA, and they're the Council of Fashion Designers of America, and they support emerging designers, and they brought me on to show at New York Fashion Week with them. So LifeWater sponsored me, and they had me design a artwork for their water bottles, and that is now distributed literally everywhere in America. Like, I have friends from like California and like Oklahoma and like Chicago and like everywhere just texting me photos of the bottles that they find in the stores, and it's really amazing. So they really wanted to support emerging designers, and that's kind of how they're trying to get my name out and how I'm trying to get my artwork out. So yeah. I'm Ji, I'm a fashion designer from New York, and right now I'm in Lagos. I'm at GTB Fashion Weekend, and this is Globetrotter.